Hey everyone, this is going to be for all signs, right? We're just going to pull the cards and see whatever pops out. We're going to use this graffiti deck from Vibe About It from Etsy. It has like 260 cards, and it's really cute. It's like 2 different sizes. But anyway, so many fucking cards. My hands are so small. But you have Solitaire, you have Favoritism, and then Adjustment Period. So you have competing with oneself, ignoring competition and focusing on one's goals, learning from one's mistakes. I feel like you're doing things on your own. Some of you guys may have like Solitaire on your phone. Maybe you guys play that a lot because, I don't know, that popped up. But I do feel like maybe you could have been too hard on yourself at one point in time. But I feel like now you're starting to get it. Like now you're starting to realize you're not allowing, I feel like you were comparing yourself to other people. Maybe your love life, maybe your the amount of money that you make, your job, the life that you have, the family that you have, right? But I feel like you're starting to focus now more on yourself, right? You could have dealt with a lot of favoritism, people always choosing other people over you, okay? It says certain employees or even people get special treatment or form exclusive inner circles, leaving others feeling isolated or undervalued. Yeah, I feel like that's what you had to deal with in life. I also heard racism or what's the other word? Prejudice. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to deal with race, but there could be people that are picking on you for certain things, maybe the way you dress or, where you live or something. I just feel like you guys are the black sheep. That's what I'm getting. And then you have adjustment period, and there's literally this butterfly coming out of the cocoon. So I feel like you guys are now or going through the middle of a transformation period to where it's things are not bothering you as much as they used to. You could have felt very alone. You could have felt like you were picked on or God forgot about you or something, or why do I have this type of life? But God only gives, or whoever you believe in, only gives their battles to their strongest warriors, their hardest battles to their strongest warriors, because they know that they're going to fight another day. They know that they're going to pick themselves up. They're going to help other people. And so if you feel like you guys have had the short end of the stick your whole life, it could have been because you guys were being protected and being kept away from certain people that were not meant to be in your energy. Okay, if people are excluding you, especially now, maybe people used to invite you to the parties, maybe they're not doing it anymore. There's a reason for that. Don't go and don't get upset, because the right people are going to want you around. If they're not inviting you, then there's something up. Just don't worry about people not choosing you and all that shit. Okay, the right ones will. Yeah, as I'm saying that, you have the devil. Or sugar gliders. If you hear that noise, they kind of sound like a cicada sometimes, and they bark and stuff. But you have Capricorn energy. So with this devil, I definitely feel like there could be some people that are toxic around you, or some people that just kind of always try to work their way into your life, or try to make your life hell, or try to tempt you with things, with money, with treats. He has this ice cream in his hand and this bag of money in his hand or something. I just feel like nobody could coax you anymore. Nobody could try to get you to do something that you don't want to anymore. It's you're no longer trying to, it's you don't worry about what other people are thinking anymore. I feel like in the past you did, because I feel like you felt like left out. I see a little kid in my head crying in the corner alone, watching all the other kids, play together in a group, and you know what I mean? And it's just sad. And so you could have felt excluded a lot, or you could be feeling excluded right now. But with this adjustment period, it says period of rest and reset, necessary pause for growth and realignment, may need to change plans. Some of you guys are changing up your friend circle. Some of you guys are deleting people off of Facebook, off of Instagram, making your pages private. Some of you guys are not giving in towards temptation, right? In the past, there could also been addictions or things like this, but I feel like you guys have healed yourself. You guys have gotten through maybe even things that most people wouldn't have been able to. I feel like you have a very strong soul. And favoritism with the Lover's card on the bottom of the deck. I don't know, this could also be in family, to where you feel like your siblings got more attention or affection than you did. Or maybe you got more attention and affection than your siblings did, and now you kind of see it differently. Something like this, right? And then you have the Hangman, which is literally the black sheep. 3 major arcana back to back to back. Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces. I feel like you're a healer. I feel like you're somebody that lives from the heart, somebody that, is very soulful is what I'm hearing. It's just like, I feel like you guys, you have this side to where you could see the good and the bad. You have this side to where even though like you see like fucked up people, you could still see that they have like a good side. Doesn't mean that you let them get away with anything. I just feel like you have a strong understanding of certain things, and you understand that people are the way that they are because of what they've been through. Nobody is born that way, right? And so, like, maybe in the past you could have given people excuses for how they treated you, but I just feel like with that Hangman, it's like no longer like allowing people to take advantage of you, keep you stuck, keep you in your head, keep you second guessing yourself, make you feel like you're less than, right? So with the Hangman, you completely changed your perspective. I feel like you completely turned your life around, and you may also feel like you don't have anybody that you can connect to on like a spiritual level. Like maybe you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to about this type of things, or maybe you feel like you don't have anybody that really understands things like the way that you do. So you may have a very small circle or animals. I just feel like with the Four of Wands, with this adjustment period, some of you guys could be moving or relocating, getting a new job. Some of you guys may be seeing 1111 a lot. The Four of Wands is 1111. I just feel like with that Hangman and the Four of Wands, you guys are on a new path now. And you guys have opened up, and there's going to be something to celebrate. You guys have opened up to change. You're no longer also keeping yourself solid, in solitude, or keeping yourself away from everybody. I feel like you did that at one point where you were in like hermit mode and you kind of just kept to yourself. And, I feel like you just see the world completely different than the way that you used to see them. And you may also see people completely different than the way that you used to see them. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Like you could be a generational curse breaker. With that Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lover's card, the Devil underneath. The Ten of Pentacles is underneath of the Devil. You could have had toxic family. You could have had a toxic boss. You could have had toxic work situations, right? Environments. The Queen of Swords with the Lover's card. I feel like you guard your heart. You have a very genuine, pure heart, and not everybody is going to be able to, I feel like you show your heart to everybody, but I just feel like you have it guarded. Okay, you see very clearly. You're not somebody that's going to allow other people to trick you. You see what love is, and you know when love is real, and you know when somebody is fake, is what I feel like. The Queen of Swords is just, she's very fucking smart, very educated. She could also be somebody with very little words, but those little words mean so much, right? I just feel like you guys are very cautious about who you let into your life and who you let into your energy. The Two of Cups underneath is the Hangman. I want to clarify that. The Sun. There could be a relationship that's coming in for you, or something that brings emotional fulfillment. There could be an agreement or a deal, or maybe you guys are, I'm getting like signing papers or something like that. The Two of Cups, the Hangman, and the Sun is also like you guys completely shifting your world and your life and becoming more optimistic. And with the Two of Cups, I feel like you are finding somebody, or you found somebody who is on your level. If you haven't found somebody yet, they're coming. This is also going to be somebody that is like you. The world. This could be somebody that completes you. Okay, this could also be somebody that's coming back around from the past, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a past life. So with the World and then the Four of Wands, I feel like you guys are closing out cycles. The world has changed and shifts towards a positive direction with that Four of Wands and that adjustment period card. I just feel like if things are a little bit stuck for you, just pause a little bit and allow yourself to just ride the wave. Don't try to fight the current or anything, okay? It says, may need to change plans. Four of Wands and the World. Some of you guys could be traveling, moving, like I said, relocating, going to a new job or something. The Justice card. Everything that is happening for you is for your highest good. It is all divinely guided. Libra energy and Leo, too, as well. I didn't mention that. But I feel like Spirit just wants you to know that you were always not alone. You could have felt like you were alone, but I feel like you always had guides and ancestors or animals You have the Two of Wands. You're just being prepared for something. The Seven of Swords that you can't see yet. What are you being prepared for? The Queen of Wands, taking your power back, getting recognized, standing in your power, confidence, you know. You guys may also be tapping more into your creativity. And then the Eight of Pentacles, something that you're working on. I don't know. You guys could be like cooking something up. She's got all these potions and this cauldron here with that Queen of Wands. Some of you guys are like learning how to do spell work, or you've been guided to or something. But some of you guys are working on just your confidence. The Queen of Wands, she's the most beautiful person out of the deck. Maybe you guys never noticed how beautiful you are inside and out. And now you're starting to realize this. Okay, you're also starting to realize that you are the catch. And if people can't see it, that's their loss, not yours. The Seven of Pentacles, you've made a lot of growth. There's some type of seed that you've planted here. Okay, and it could have been a long time coming. But with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, you're working on something that's already showing results. Like this could just be you working on yourself, or you have some type of plan. The Ace of Swords, it's going to like come through. This is triumph and victory. It's also clarity and truth. And so there may be some truths that come out as well, because you are being guided towards the truth or towards a new beginning. I just feel like the universe has got your back, and you've always had guides and ancestors and past loved ones that watch over you. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. You guys are headed towards your destiny. Maybe towards like a lot of money. The Wheel of Fortune could be fortune, or somebody that's very fortunate, right? A very fortunate life. The Knight of Swords. That's like seizing the opportunity and taking some type of chance, right? So there could be something that pops up for you, a door that opens up for you, and you go through that door, and that is the thing that leads you towards everything that you've wanted or everything that you've been planning for. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is the last card that I'm going to pull. That's about setting new goals, working and doing things completely different than the way that you used to do it. And it's about seeing different results because now you're doing things differently, and it works in your favor. Anyway, I hope this helps. If it does, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. I just feel like, you guys have been through so much shit that nothing can get you down anymore. Okay? Like you've been down, and you're not about to be down anymore. It's just like you got your own back now. You don't need anybody to have it, right? Anyway, I hope it helps. Toodles.